This is Jackie with All Access, and I'm here with Finch at Homedale, New Jersey Warped Tour. It is the 20th anniversary of Warped Tour.
Yeah.
I know. I said the same thing. I just don't want that to fall on your
We
head.
did the 8th anniversary of Warped Tour. It was amazing.
What were you doing 20 years ago?
Watching Power Rangers.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Let's see. I don't know. I was working somewhere at some crappy job. So
Working 20 years ago. You were 14?
yeah.
Paper route?
Yeah, totally.
All right, fair enough.
Hold on.
That's about all I think you'd be allowed to get away with at that age. You guys came back with your 10-year, speaking of anniversaries, your 10-year anniversary of What It Is to Burn. Who got the idea of, was it the record label? Was it you guys?
It was actually, I got to give credit to our manager, Andy. He was the manager of Finch, during What Is to Burn, and he called me, and I was like, I just got out of class. I was going to culinary school, and he's like, what do you think about doing a show? I was like, no, absolutely not. Not even one. Took maybe an hour talking, and I was like, I'll do 2 shows. One LA, one London, and that's it. And I got duped into doing a little bit more.
Yeah. They asked me to do it, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Randy had to talk me into it, and I'm glad he did. So.
We were haters. We were both working jobs and kind of enjoying life.
Yeah.
Now we're enjoying a different life, though. This is
There are a couple of bands.
For sure.
There are a couple of bands that are doing sort of 10-year anniversaries of records, and I feel like, this is not offense, this is more of a compliment, that you guys were sort of the pioneers.
Trendsetters, yeah.
So
We showed everyone that it can be done successfully. So.
we're trending on Twitter right now with...
Actually, I think Jimmy Eat World did Clarity 10-year way before we did ours. But
I feel like yours was more hotly anticipated, too.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Midtown did one. Were you excited for that? No? All right.
I mean, again, not to knock them, but, but now you have new music coming out.
We do, yeah.
So what's the official release date for Back to Oblivion?
Officially September.
September something. We're not sure.
Officially September.
We're getting the final mixes back right now, so there's a little bit of scheduling that has to go on with mastering and manufacturing and all that stuff. So,
but it is finished, though. That's I think we've threatened to put out a third record several times, but now it's actually done. It's actually finished, and it's actually going to come out.
Yes.
So what changed? You guys went from being more than reticent to playing a show to playing many shows to touring and making new music. What changed for you?
There was one moment in particular. It was we played this show in London at the Brixton Academy, and it was the biggest Finch show that we'd ever done, and it was so much fun. And we had so much fun on the whole tour that I was didn't want it to stop. I didn't want to go home and just and go back to my regular job. It was it was too much fun hanging out with all my friends and playing music.
It was pretty overwhelming, that tour, to see the fan base support and the fact that we were all getting along. We're older, we're not stupid kids, and some of us are just stupid adults, but no, to see that kind of response is super motivating, and it really, you don't want to give that up, and you don't want to waste that opportunity. And when we started writing for the new record too, it wasn't contrived. It was wow, this feels really good. It feels natural. This feels like what it's supposed to be, and that's super motivating too.
Very nice. Is there one track on Back to Oblivion that best represents your sound, or something that you really can't wait for fans to hear? Besides all of them, obviously.
There is one song, but it's not even titled yet. It only has a working title, but I feel like it's our biggest statement as a band. It kind of has every element of Finch. It's heavy. It's complicated arrangement. It's really nice melodic parts with Nate's vocal front and center. So, and there's a lot of good strings in it too.
How do you stay updated and still keep your sound? How do you keep current with 2014, or do you just say, fuck it, we're Finch, we're going to be Finch, and here you go?
Yeah, I think there's something weird about as a guitar player, I go in and have these exciting ideas. I want to get a guitar tone that sounds like Tom Morello. And then I always end up sounding just like me for some reason. It just sounds like me. No matter what amp or guitar I pick up. So I think Finch is Finch because of the collective. It's the 5 of us, and I think that's what it may be new because it's 2014, but it's always Finch to me.
Yeah, that doesn't really enter into anyone's brain as far as like, oh, we have to keep up with some sort of trend or something. It's like either it feels good while we're playing it in the room and rehearsing it and writing it, or it doesn't. And like we're pretty honest with each other now. Like it's like, hey, this song sucks. That one's going in the trash can, So we've kind of worked that out, and it feels good.
What is Tragic Hero Records doing with the live recording that they have?
They put it out. They released it onto digital.
On some level, yeah.
It's somewhere there around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the universe.
You can order it from our Merch Now store, which is linked on our Facebook, and I'm sure that there's links on Tragic Hero. I'm honestly not sure how wide of a release it got as far as like mom and pop shops or anything like that. So we'll work on that.
So what are your plans for, like I said, today's the last day of your tour. I think you have a couple of more dates later on this month.
Yeah,
on the way home we have like a Chicago and a Columbus, Ohio show. But after that we're going to rehearse a lot because we need to. We got to like relearn how to play this new record, and then we're going to go to Asia and play a lot of new countries that we haven't been to, which is really cool. I still get excited about traveling, especially when we go to like places like China and South Korea.
Yeah, we get to go to Hong Kong, which is going to be so much fun, and Taiwan. So yeah, it's going to.
Yeah, I'm going to defect. I'm going to denounce my citizenship as a U.S. citizen and become communist. Finally.
Well, make sure you stay tuned in September for Back to Oblivion. Stay tuned for more from Finch. They're ready again. This is Jackie with All Access and In the Key of Change.